Hello, everybody. Welcome to Ministry in the Marketplace with Bernard Bolton of Prophetic Lifestyles. I see two of you have already joined us. Thank you. Thank you for taking your time. Please write your name in the chat box so we can know who you are. All right. I see I just lost one person. That's okay. Maybe they'll come back. So I've still got one person on, and I'd like to know who you are. Well, I just lost the other person. Okay. Well, listen, we're gonna wait a couple of minutes. All right. So maybe they came back. Maybe they came back. So I it's been a couple of weeks since we've done a live stream on YouTube on a Friday. And I hadn't planned on doing one today. Hey, hello, Pastor Francine. Thank you for joining us. But I had an appointment, and it was canceled, and so I had some free time, and I thought I'd come on, and instead of doing a video, then I decided we'd go ahead. Hey, Deborah, thanks for joining us. So I thought we'd go on and live, and we've got a topic for today. And so I'm just going to go ahead and get started. Maybe some more people will join us a little later. I want to thank the partners with us that are on from Renaissance Prophetic Network who are on with us. And if there's one other person and you don't mind sharing your name, we would love to know who you are. The only way I can know who you are is if you write your name in the chat box. Okay. So I'm looking at the screen, and so the purpose of hello, thank you, Supernatural Seeds of Change. Thanks for joining us. So on Friday, our focus is on ministers who are navigating between ministry and the marketplace. Now, what I mean by ministers, and our definitions are a little different because we operate in a different stream, but what I mean by ministers are those who serve God and serve God's community in whatever way, according to your gifts and callings and your works. And though I'm talking specifically, hello, Ashley. Yeah, thank you for letting me know your name. And so although I'm talking about ministers in general, every saved person is a minister. Okay. We all have different ministries. If you are a servant of the Lord, you are a worshiper, then that's your ministry to God. But again, specifically, we are speaking about vocational ministers, those who have a calling to the ministry, those who operate in the ministry in some leadership capacity, whether they are an apostle, a prophet, a teacher, a pastor, an evangelist, whether they operate in some denominational or some position of responsibility where they exercise governance. Hey, Cheyenne, thanks for joining us. And hello, LaRonda, good seeing you as well. And so, although we're talking specifically to vocational ministers, those who have a full-time call and a lifetime call to the ministry of leading and the ministry of equipping and edifying the people of God, in general, we're talking to every minister. Okay, so we do have a specific audience that we want to reach. We want to help those who are in ministry, in vocational ministry. We want to help them to navigate between ministry and the marketplace. We want to also lift the confusion and the error that has been in the church for the last 50 years related to ministry in the marketplace. Personally, and I don't believe the Bible even agrees with that term or with that concept or that teaching. Ministry does not belong in the marketplace. Ministry belong where the people of God are. If you study it in the Bible, as I have, whenever the word ministry, hey Monica, good meeting you. Listen, Monica, I don't know if did I? Yeah, I did. I get so many emails, Monica, and I don't always reply to them speedily. And I was wondering, did I reply to your email about your book? But I want to give a shout out to Monica Rissberg, who is I've coached her in the past, and she has recently published her first book. And so Monica is in the marketplace as an author and a publisher. She not only wrote a book, she published it. So I'm real proud of Monica. She's an incredible woman of God, has a great heart for the ministry of intercession. I know your last name, Monica, but I'm glad I pronounced it right because I know that's important. Okay, so thank you for joining us. So as I was saying, we want to help ministers to navigate between ministry and the marketplace. One of the greatest challenges to us in the church, we think everything in life is about the church. And we take the terminology of the church, and we apply it to every area of our life. Okay. So we call our marriages ministry. We call raising our children ministry. We call our work ministry. And many well-meaning ministers are trying to take the ministry to the marketplace. And so we want to help the people of God by understanding that there is a place for ministry and there is a place for marketplace, and the two does not have to merge. It is not the will of God for you to take ministry into the marketplace. So if you're in the marketplace, and I'm going to use Monica again as an example, Monica loves the Lord and she serves the Lord. She serves the Lord, okay? But as an author and a publisher, she's in the marketplace, okay? And in the marketplace, she's there to make an exchange. She's there to make an exchange, okay? And so that's the incredible thing about God. God really created us to have life. He didn't create us just for ministry. He didn't create us just to be about the church. He created us about having life and walking in the earth in dominion in whatever way we do that. Okay. So that's my introduction. And I want to give the announcement today. We are talking about being creative in the creator economy. Okay, now, if you have heard of the creator economy, I want you to write that in the chat box. If you know what the creator economy is, if you've heard of it before, and if you are familiar with the creator economy, I want you to write in the chat box, yes, I am familiar. Yes, I do know what the creator economy is, because that's what we're going to be talking about this afternoon. And then we're going to take some questions and we'll be moving out of here. Okay. All right. Anyone's ever heard of the creator economy? Anyone knows what the creator economy is or what it means? Okay. Cheyenne says she's never heard of it. Okay. Very good. Okay. All right. Anyone else? Hey, Angela, good seeing you this afternoon. All right. Okay. Now, this is what the creator economy is. And I've just heard about it myself in maybe the last month. But as soon as I heard it, it registered in my spirit and I started checking it out. As a matter of fact, I just watched a video this morning on YouTube where two creators were being interviewed. Okay. And so the creator economy is an economy. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read you another definition, and this is from the Single Fire blog. written by I can't pronounce the young lady's name. She goes by she uses as her handle YY. Okay. And so this is what she writes. She says the creator economy is a class of businesses built by over 50 million independent content creators, curators, and community builders, including social media influencers, bloggers, videographers, and those who operate with software and that those kind of tools to help them in their growth and in their monetization. Okay, now here's the three trends that's happening right now in the creator economy. Creators are beginning to move their fans or their followers, whatever term you're most comfortable with. I'm not comfortable with the word fans because I'm not a star. So I'm not looking for fans, all right? But I, as an influencer, I do, I'm very interested in those who follow me and those who are influenced by me, all right? And so creators are moving their fans or followers off of social media, like coming off of Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, and they are building their own website, apps, and other tools where they can connect with their followers. Creators are also becoming founders, where they are building teams and they are creating tools to help them get started in businesses while they are focusing on their creativity. The third trend is creators are gaining power in the media ecosystem, where they are connecting with individuals based on their content. Okay. And so this is what the creator economy is. It is an economy. It's actually now numbering in the millions. So that's a pretty impressive number of people, and they are connecting with their audience. That's what the creator economy is. They're connecting with their audience by creating content, and they are bringing people into their different spaces to connect with people. All right. And so as a result, okay, Elvira says, I've noticed the first trend. All right. And that speaks personally to me, because at the beginning of the year, the Lord told me to leave all of my social media networks except YouTube. I would have left YouTube if he had said, but the Lord told me to come on YouTube. And in a prophetic dream, he showed me how he was going to use me to build something different through YouTube that I was not able to build when I was on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and all the other social media networks. All right. And so I came off of there. But for me, most of my people who are still there, they didn't follow me. Now there's a few who are right with me here on YouTube, only a few that are with me on YouTube, and they are, and so they're, but most of them didn't follow me. Okay, that's okay. But I'm building something. So if you are a creator, I'm talking to you today who are a creator, even if you don't see yourself as one. Okay, because a creator, what is a creator? All right. A creator is one who composes, one who creates, and one who uses content that is original or unique to them. Okay, so I'm not talking about people who steal other people's material, but I'm talking to you who are creative and you're creating content that's unique to you. All right. And so that's what makes you a creator. All right. And then when we look at Genesis 1, all right, God is a creator, right? God is a creator. And then God created us in his image. So one of the manifestations of that image is that we are also creative like God. All right. Grace says writing is one of my gifts too. And see, the creator economy is really designed for writers. This is the economy for writers. This is your, if you are a writer, whether you blog, whether you write stories, whether you write books, inspirational pieces, any type of writing that you do, the creator economy is for you, because your writing is, there's an audience for your writing. See, we all don't have the same audience. We all don't reach the same people. It is impossible, all right? It is impossible for one of us to reach everybody. But each one of us has an audience, and we reach that audience through the content, whether that's written or whether it's visual, all right? And Avira says creator and not thieves. Yes, because we've got a lot of thieves, okay? A lot of thieves, all they're lingering. They're just going from place to place, looking for your content. This is why you need to protect your stuff. Make sure that you're not sharing your content everywhere. Make sure that you are copywriting what you are writing. Make sure that you're placing it in God. Now, you can't really. One of the things I've learned, and I've been doing this now since I wrote my first book in 2012. So we're talking almost 10 years, is that it's not really possible to protect your stuff if someone really wants to steal it, okay? But most people will respect the boundaries that you set. But you have to set the boundaries, or else they will assume that they can take it. And then there are some people who are in who just they're in terrible, they have terrible theology, and they have just, their brains have been filtered by very bad teaching. And so I was on one person's page the other day, and they were talking about people who were stealing their content. And one of their followers said, and I've heard this before, well, it's not really your content because the Lord gave it to you and you ought to be willing to share it. But that's not the point. Even though the Lord gives the inspiration for it, it is your content because it flows through you. Okay? You're the creator of it. The Lord may have given you the idea for it, but you're the creator for it. It's something terribly wrong with people who think they can take what you are working, what is your work, what is you've sweated over that. You've spent hours, days, and weeks creating that. And it's something awful when people who call themselves the people of God would just come along and steal your stuff and start teaching it and preaching it and prophesying it as if it was theirs, as if they have a right to take from you without paying. All right. And so Grace says we're creating content for people who are unhealed from breakup and divorce. That is great. That is great. And I mean, that's a powerful, that's powerful. And I pray that that there's an unction on your writings that will help people to heal. And this is, one of the ways that we're creative is that we partner with God in the midst of our creativity. So even though God is flowing through us, giving us the ideas, giving us the stories, giving us the plots, we are creating. Okay, we're creating with God and bringing forth in the earth what is original and unique to us. All right, and so that is very, 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 very good. All right, so as a creator, all right, one who creates content, one who composes. All right. And one who does it in an original way. And when I use the word original or unique, I mean that it is unique to you. It's original to you. The idea may be may have been used by 100 people, but the way you write it, the way you create it or compose it, okay, is going to be unique. It's going to have your unique touch on it that is different from everybody else. Okay, and so as a creator, we have an economy, and we're in the midst of a revolution. And one of the reasons why the creator economy is becoming so powerful is because of the pandemic. There were so many people on lockdown, and many people began to not take advantage of the people, but many people were inspired in the midst of the lockdown to start creating new platforms and new programs. And so even though the pandemic and the coronavirus brought death, it also released a lot of inspiration in people. And so the inspiration is a sign that God was moving in the midst of the coronavirus. All right. Death, unfortunately, was a sign that the enemy was moving. And I'm talking about the enemy called death. Remember that, Paul called death the last enemy. Okay. And so death is an enemy, but God was stirring inspiration and innovation. And many of you began to do new things through the coronavirus. All right. So we have an economy. Well, what is an economy? An economy means that you utilize and you manage your resources in a way where it creates prosperity for you. All right. So the creator economy, all right, is creators who are bringing forth and making things happen. And then the economy is where we are utilizing our resources, managing our resources that's going to create prosperity for us. All right. All right. So then who belongs in the creator economy? What creatives belong in the creative economy? All right. Well, if you are a writer, okay, how many writers do I have on here? How many writers do I have? And then how many of you are published writers? How many of you have something, you're a writer, but you have published something? All right. I just want you to write in the chat box. Yes, Grace. Yeah, COVID did work out in our favor. We really saw, for those who walk with the Lord, we really saw Romans 8:28 come to life to us in a new way. For all things work together for good to them that love God and are called according to his purpose. Okay. And again, I'm not overlooking the tragedy that came forth, the death that came forth, the destruction, all of the political posturing that stole our rights and came against. I'm not saying that any of that fits in Romans 8:28, but I am saying to those who love God, okay, to those who love God and to those who are called according to his purpose, then all things did work together. All right. So we really saw Romans 8:28 play out. All right. So Grace says, I am a writer. Monica does an emoji. She's a writer. I'm a writer. How many other writers do I have on here? Okay. Because if you are a writer, I want you to start thinking in terms of this creator economy. And I want you to start thinking from the standpoint of what you can do in order to maximize your resources so that you can create prosperity, because that's what the marketplace is. The marketplace is a place where we go in order to create prosperity. It's a place, it's where we operate. And many of us, we have created our own marketplace. I have my own marketplace. It's my academy. It's my mailing list. It's my YouTube channel. Okay. This is where I do marketplace. So I don't have to go into someone else's space. Now, I will do it I'll do it. I'll go into other people's space. But really that's not my thing anymore. So I probably won't do it unless I'm in a relationship. I was one of the teachers in the Scribal Advance last month, and I've been walking in relationship with Apostle Teresa, who was my mentor for 9 years. So I was there, and she had created a marketplace for us to sell our products. So I had 2 of my books there, was able to sell a pretty good number of books, made a nice profit, after I, of course, have to pay for the books and then pay the taxes on it when the taxes come due, but made a pretty good profit. Okay. So, but I'm talking about in the creator economy, you can create your own marketplace. This is the freedom that we have online. Okay. So I don't have to take my products to a store. Now, if I want a community presence, it's good to have your products in a local store. It's good to have, but that. But if your audience is more dispersed throughout the world, then you want to be online and you want to create your own marketplace online. And that's what the creator economy gives us the ability to do. All right. So if you are a writer, if you are a course creator, which means you are a teacher and you turn your courses, you make them available for sale after the course is in, after the live course is in. If you are a content creator, all right, and content is a very broad range, all right. Every time I do a YouTube, I'm creating content. Every time I write an email, I'm creating content. Okay. I used to blog when I had a website, and I'm going to have a website back up next week before December the 1st. I'm actually checking out another site that I might use in terms of a traditional website. But if you are a content creator, if you are an influencer, okay. Now here's the thing: creator economy is a place for influencers. And influencers are those people who have an audience, okay, and it doesn't matter about the number, but some people who are major influencers, they have millions of influencers, but you don't have to have millions. But if you are speaking into the life of other people, like what I do on YouTube, my channel on YouTube makes me an influencer because I'm speaking into the lives of at least hundreds of people in a month's time. Okay, there are others who speaks into tens of thousands. Okay, but an influencer is a person who operates in their influence in whatever sphere they're in. A lot of influencers are entertainers and such as that. I don't want to bore y'all because I'm losing y'all. I'm losing people. But if you are an influencer, then this is the economy for you. Okay. Now, where we fit as Christians in this creator economy is that there is a place for us because we are creative. There is a place for us because many of us have the knowledge, many of us have the wisdom, and many of us have the experiences by which there is an audience that will connect with us when we bring a solution to people's problems. All right. So that's really what the creator economy is about. It's about bringing solutions to problems. It's about bringing wisdom into the public place. And it is about creating meaningful content that changes people's lives. I'm not just talking about giving information. I'm talking about giving transformation, okay? Because there's a lot of information. Information doesn't change people. It might inform you, but it doesn't transform you, all right? It may make you knowledgeable about things, but it doesn't change your life. But if you are a person who's ready to change people's lives and you're ready to be an agent of transformation, then the creator economy is the place for you. All right. So I plan on doing some training in the, under the sphere of ministry and the marketplace, how to fully engage in the creator economy. That may be the first course we do in 2022. But I think this is very important, very important. Yes, Grace, yes. Helping people solve their problem. This is what the economy is for. This is how you create wealth for yourself, by creating solutions for people's lives. Okay, and so that's very true. Meaningful content and connection, and provoking them to make change with compassion. All of that really fits into what is called the creator economy. Remembering that God is the creator and we are creators with him. And so we bring our creativity. We fill the earth with our creativity, and we help to change the world. All right. So listen, I'm done, y'all. I'm going to take some questions. If some of you got some questions for me, we're going to take some questions. If not, we're going to be moving on to do our next thing. Thank you, Monica. Thank you. Thanks for joining us today. I really appreciate having all of you. I appreciate having all of you on today. Yes, Deborah, it's about giving transformation. A lot of people are giving information, but it's really about transformation. In the creator economy, we want to see people transformed. All right. We don't want to just give them something that makes them smarter. We want to give them something that makes them change, that helps them to change. All right. You're welcome, Grace. And I appreciate you for joining us. Don't know what time it is in Sweden, but we so appreciate our brothers and sisters from around the world that connect with us. And this is what the creator economy is about. It's about bringing people together from around the world. Okay. So we don't have to be traditional or be stuck in our own nation, country, culture, but we can really move out. We can really move out into the world where God. And I've had the privilege of coaching people from around the world. Even I think one of my past clients was from Sweden, Grace, and so I've had the privilege of coaching people, mentoring, meeting people from around the world because of my online business, because my ministry is online, because my business is online. All right. So Grace says it's evening. It's evening. All right. So I don't see any questions. Please go to my go to the description box and okay, you are the same client. You just okay, I didn't know that. I have a different name. So this is the client that I work with from Sweden. All right. So praise God for you. I'm so glad. So glad. All right. I know that will preach, but I didn't want to preach today. I didn't want to, because I'm not doing ministry. This is marketplace. All right. This is marketplace. So I wasn't preaching today, y'all. Even though every time some people hear me, they think I'm preaching every time I open my mouth. But I am a preacher and proud of it. All right. But I'm also a marketer, okay, and a coach. And so, listen, if you're interested in connecting with me as a coach, if you want to write a book, if that's the first thing you want to do for 2022, I'm a book writing coach. I've helped a small growing number. Thankfully, it is a growing number of writers turn their stories into published books. And I can help you. And if you're looking for coaching in another area, you can contact me and I coach in various areas. I'm a dream coach, prophetic dream coach. I also coach in breakthrough. I help people to break through their lives and find new meaning and new direction and clarity in their lives. And so I have several courses that I offer through my academy, Creative Awakening Academy. All right. All right. So Chai says, I never stepped out in homeschool before a whole year. I had to come up with a unique curriculum for my kids. It was a challenge, yet a creative means throughout the year. Very good, very good. And that may be the beginning of a new beginning for you, Cheyenne. All right, because if you had to create curriculum, it's very possible that that curriculum could be used, because the homeschool movement is growing as more and more parents are pulling their children out of traditional schools, out of these public schools where they are pushing ideology and pushing values and cultures that clashes with the parents' culture. More and more parents are turning toward homeschooling. So if you are creating curriculum for homeschooling, that could be a marketplace for you. Okay. All right. All right. Well, I'm glad I'm able to help you, Grace, and thankful to the Lord. All right. Oh, Lila, great, great. I didn't know that was you, Lila. Okay. So that's great. I'm glad that the Lord has provoked you through today's teaching, because as I said, we are speaking to ministers. And if you are a believer in Jesus Christ, you are a minister. You may not be a vocational minister, but you are a minister in the community of God. You are called to serve. Okay. Wow. Okay. Cheyenne, you have a lot of gifts because you're very creative. Greeting cards. I just saw somebody I follow. There's a blog that I follow, and she sent out her blog today. And so she's promoting her greeting cards. She has a greeting card company, and she's selling her greeting card for the holidays. And so that is that is a major market. Now with greeting cards, you have to build your own audience because there's so much competition, so much, and most of the stores, they cover, they have their partnership with Hallmark, but you can create your own client. You can put together your own people by sharing your greeting card, sharing your art. Okay. So there's a lot of creative ways, and I love mentoring and coaching creatives to find what it is that they're called to do. Okay, so hey, I'm out of here, y'all. If there's no more questions, thank y'all for joining me this afternoon, and we will see you again maybe next Friday. I know I've got some things planned next Friday, but I may be free. But I'm also doing freelance work, and sometimes my schedule shifts from day to day. So I was working with my client a few hours this morning. I'll probably do some more work for them this afternoon, and so I may be back next Friday. But if I'm not back live, we'll have a video up, and we've got quite a few announcements of exciting things that we're getting ready to do in 2022. So thank you for your support, and shalom, everybody.